Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we're going to look at how we can automate this using CloudFormation. So this is the lab and you will need to log into the AWS console. Okay, so here I am in the AWS console. If we click on services and we go down to management and governance, you'll be able to see CloudFormation. You click in there. If you've never created a CloudFormation stack before, you'll see this splash screen. Let's go ahead and just hit create stack. What we're going to do is we're going to use a sample template, and if you select down here, we're going to go ahead and just you can do a WordPress blog as simple or as multi-AZ. I'm just going to do a simple WordPress blog, and down here you can see the S3 link to the CloudFormation template. So it's stored in S3, and essentially CloudFormation is just pulling this template down and then provisioning the resources. You can go ahead and view it in the designer. Again, knowing CloudFormation is beyond the scope of this course. It definitely does help to know in CloudFormation inside out if you are going to work as a solutions architect. I would highly recommend checking out our CloudFormation courses on acloud.guru. So all we're going to do is going to go ahead and hit next. In here we can do our stack name, so we'll just call it my WordPress blog, something like that. And in here, I'm just going to use a Cloud Guru for the DB password, again for the root password, again for the user, so just a Cloud Guru for everything. And then in here's our key pair, so I'm just going to use my key pair 2. And our SSS location, this is where the IP address range to open up SSH to our EC2 instances. So we're just going to make it available for the entire internet. And then down here, we've got our advanced options. Again, you don't need to worry about any of this. Just go ahead and hit next. And then we'll review all our information and we should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create stack. Now, this is going to take a couple of minutes, so I will pause the video. One thing I'm going to warn you right now is that this particular CloudFormation template is out of date. It's using an old version of PHP, so when you actually go in and launch this, you won't be able to see a WordPress site. Amazon just need to go in and update their CloudFormation template. I don't control their CloudFormation template, so I can't do it myself. So this won't actually work per se, as in you get a WordPress blog site, but you will see a error message from your EC2 instance just saying you don't have the latest version of PHP installed, and hopefully somebody in the CloudFormation team at AWS will go ahead and fix this template so it will work in the future. So I'm just going to pause the video and wait for this to come up online. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit refresh, and we can see it's now create complete. And you can see all the different events and timestamps in here. So here it's creating a web server security group, and it's provisioning EC2 instances, etc. If we go up here and click on outputs, it will give us our link to connect to our WordPress site. Now, like I said, if you click this link right now, the CloudFormation template is broken. Just as your server's running PHP version 5.3, but WordPress requires 5.4. WordPress 5.4.2 requires at least 5.6. So just go back. Don't worry about the fact that it doesn't actually work. We can actually go in over to our services and go to compute and click on EC2. And then we'll be able to see our instance in here. So we can see our running instance. It's T2 small, and it's just running in US East 1E, and that's where WordPress is installed. If we go back over to services, we can go ahead and go back to CloudFormation. We're just going to go ahead and delete this stack. So to delete the stack, you just click in here, hit delete, and hit delete stack, and that will delete the stack and all the resources provisioned in that stack. So right now it's just a simple website that's hosted on EC2, but if we were using a more complicated CloudFormation template, it could be a whole bunch of SharePoint servers with an MS SQL backend. And we will go through and have a look at how we can get more complicated environments in just 1 second. First, I'm just going to refresh this. So I refreshed it, and we can now see that there's no stack. So it has deleted, and you can go ahead and check on this just by going over to EC2 and clicking on our running instances, and you can see that we've got our terminated instance. So the good news is you don't have to create your own CloudFormation templates. There's heaps of pre-configured CloudFormation templates out there that can get really, really complex. And to get a feel for what's available out there, check out AWS Quick Starts, and I'll leave a link in the resources section of the course. But essentially, you can go ahead and launch really super complicated environments using CloudFormation templates that have been designed by AWS solutions architects. So if we went in and we had a look, just trying to find the Microsoft ones. So this is a new, if you go by use case, you can go down here and have a look at all the different use cases. So if we go over to Microsoft, for example, we can go through and launch a Microsoft Active Directory environment, or we could go through and launch an Exchange server environment, or you could do SharePoint environment. If we have a quick look, you can go here and just hit View Guide. It's going to take about 3 hours to deploy according to this. It was last updated in March 2018. And you can just go through and read through this documentation. And when you want to go ahead and launch, you just basically click this button. And what it will do is it will fire up CloudFormation, and it will basically pre-populate that S3 URL with the launch template for SharePoint. And you can create super complicated environments using Quick Start. And you don't need to know anything about CloudFormation. Amazon have already done all this for you. So onto my exam tips around CloudFormation. Just remember what CloudFormation is. CloudFormation is a way of completely scripting your cloud environment. And then Quick Start is a bunch of CloudFormation templates already built by AWS Solutions architects, allowing you to create complex environments very, very quickly. So now that we know what CloudFormation is, we need to look at one more technology, which is AWS Elastic Beanstalk. It's going to be a really, really quick lecture, about 5 minutes or less. Essentially, you just need to know what Elastic Beanstalk is. And then you finish the high availability section of the course, and we're just going to do a summary. So if you've got the time, please join me in the next lecture. Thank you.